G'day lads. Cricket Australia has just announced their T20 World Cup squad for the upcoming World T20 to be held in the Middle East. And I thought for today I would give some of my thoughts on that squad, including some players who I think will be vitally important for the Australians, some players who missed out, whether they be it unlucky or deservedly so, and also, that's a bit of a rude gesture for some of you, and also some players who will need to fire in order for Australia to do well in this tournament. Now, I would first like to read out the squad, and if I'm not an absolute muppet, I will aim to do so in alphabetical order. Aaron Finch captain, Ash Nagar, Pat Cummins, Josh Hazlewood, I have the squad up behind me. Josh Hazlewood, Josh Inglis for his first international call-up, Mitchell the Goat Marsh, Glenn Maxwell, Kane Richardson, Stephen Peter Devereaux Smith, Mitchell Starc, Marcus Stoinis, the big rig, Mitchell Swepson, Matthew Wade, David Warner, and Mr. Stoinis, Adam Zampa himself. And travelling as reserve members is Daniel Fire Once in 10 Innings Christian, Nathan Exceptional Ellis, and Daniel Give Away 40 Runs but Take 2 Wickets Sams. And overall, I am very happy with this squad. I think it is the best, it is not entirely the best squad that I think Australia could have picked, but it is a damn good squad compared to what we have been playing in recent tournaments, highlighted by the returns of Cummins, Maxwell, Richardson, Smith, Stoinis, Warner. Those 6 names will be massive for Australia's chances in the upcoming World Cup. All are, with the batting side, there are capable players of spin there. Warner, over his career, has got better against spin. And Stoinis adds another better all-round option to take the place of Christian in the playing 11. Smith obviously can play an anchor role, batting at number 4 maybe, or number 3. However, I surely hope that Australia don't move Mitch Marsh out of the number 3 position that he has finally found some form in. That bowling lineup is exceptionally strong. You've got 3 very good spinners there in Agar, Swepson and Zampa, who hopefully we see them all play together maybe even during this tournament. It would be a massive shame if Swepson is taken and isn't used at all in favour of the spin twins Agar and Zampa. Vice captain is obviously Cummins, which I think is a very good move. I hope that he becomes our next test captain, although there is a big push for Smith, but I would hope that Cummins gets it. Also looking at this squad, Kane Richardson returns. I know some people aren't big fans of him. My mate Nishi from Melbourne, among one of them, is not a big fan, but I think he's a decent white ball player. I think he's a good option in T20 and ODI cricket, and I think it's good that he got selected. Most happy for me is the selection of Josh Inglis. He is an exceptional wicketkeeper batsman in all 3 formats of the game, and in the BBL over multiple seasons, and recently the T20 Blast, he has been playing exceptionally. And I think it's great that we're finally rewarding someone for consistent form rather than just picking the established names. Some omissions from this squad include Alex Carey, Jason Berendorf. I'm trying to think of some others. I'm sure some of you will be able to name some in the comments, but those 3 names stick out to me. I think Carey, as good a player as he is in the other 2 formats, did not deserve to get selected in this team. I know he has been used appallingly by the selectors, but he just couldn't make runs at any opportunity. I think his white ball place and his future test place is secure, but for T20 I think he needs a lot of work. And Philippe just needs to go back to domestic cricket and make runs. He really struggled on against spin in these overseas series, probably showing the lack of depth of spin bowling in the Big Bash. And I think he just needs to get some more global T20 gigs under his belt, play in more leagues, play against better quality opposition, and develop and grow as a player. And the omission of Jason Berendorf is a little bit surprising. I think he is a high-class T20 bowler, but with Starc hopefully coming back into form after that very good ODI series, we can see Australia only need 1 left-arm pace bowler and it won't damage us too heavily. Although I would have considered picking him in appalling English from me here. I would have definitely considered picking him ahead of Daniel Sams. Sams isn't great. He is a wicket-taking option, but he is often extremely expensive. We saw that against India, where I think in most of the games he was going for about 35 to 40 runs, but he was taking 2 wickets. Sorry, 2 wickets. That other symbol is something else here. I apologise. That was an accidental gesture from me. 2 wickets. And in terms of the travelling reserves, I think Christian is a little bit lucky to be picked, but considering the faith that Australia have shown in him recently, understandingly. And I'm very happy that after how well Nathan Ellis did in Bangladesh, he has got a gig as a travelling reserve. He is a very, very promising cricketer in both red ball and T20 domestic cricket. He hustles in fast. He's not express pace, but he is decently quick. And as we saw against Bangladesh, he can be a wicket-taking option at the death. Other than that, any analysis? I'm happy Finch is captain. I don't understand the slander he gets sometimes. He probably is Australia's greatest white ball player. So, up there with Warner, obviously. So, I'm very happy he's captain. I'm very happy he's in the team. Hazelwood playing good. He's been exceptional in the T20s recently. And overall, I don't know whether to be a bit more confident in this team because we do have a much better squad. Like the return of Finch, obviously from injury, Cummins, Smith, Warner, Maxwell, and Stoinis to a slightly lesser extent, they can massively boost this team. But I'm still unsure about its ability to consistently win on spinning pitches. That pitch preparation could be a massive part of this tour, whether we succeed. But I think this is a much better squad than we have had in the last previous T20s. And we finally have our best T20 team essentially picked for this series. Have I mentioned anything on Stoinis? No, I don't think I have. To wrap up, I think he's a good pick. I think it's good that he's back. He is a damaging all-rounder, pardon me, on form. But yet again, he's another one of those players who opens in the Big Bash and we bat him at like 5 or 6 in the T20 team. It's not great, but he does deserve to be picked. He is a handy bowling option, and unlike Daniel Christian, Carey, Turner, and others, he is actually capable of slogging at the death. So I think it's a very good selection, and I hope that this tournament goes well for Australia. I hope you've enjoyed my analysis of this squad. I hope it is able to come out sooner rather than later, and we don't have to wait till about 3 p.m. So I'll probably see you in the comments. Share this if you want. Cheers, lads.